Hello, good morning and welcome back to the Court Farm. So today we are going to go and pick up a new milk tanker because we don't have any and the milk is starting to fill up. So we have slept a little bit slept in a bit today because we were servicing the John Deere tractor yesterday. And now we are going to take said tractor for a spin and go to the store and pick up the tanker. Careful, chickens. And the next thing on the menu is filling up the milk tanker and taking it to one of the sale points. So I'm not sure where we're gonna take that milk, but Zach is gonna tell us exactly where we find the information about how much each sale point pays for. I think it's a cubic meter, so that means for 1,000 liters of milk, and based on that price we are going to choose where we're gonna take that load of milk. As far as I was talking with Zach, he said that the cows were very productive and that we have quite a lot of milk to sell. I must confess I wasn't really paying attention to that, but yeah, good news. It looks like we are here the first every day, opening the gates. The first customer. Okay, so the tanker in question is this. It should say milk, load capacity small. Let's just give it a random number plate. Okay, and buy. Thank you, sir, for your business. And here it is. It's a nice stainless steel tanker. Good. Good. Okay, let's hook it up. And go back to the farm to fill it up with white gold. So I believe this is going to be the first income of our own production since we have started restarting this farm, since I've been here. So this is quite exciting. Since we're already in February, we are probably gonna be doing some field work, also preparing the seed bed for crops for this new year. I believe one of the crops is going to be corn. or maize, because we need that for pigs, and one is going to be oat because we need that for horses, and the oats also provide us with straw, so it's going to be useful for the bedding for the cows and also for making total mixed ration. So as I remember correctly, we will need to reverse the tanker into the cow pen, and it's easier if we come this way. We'll be properly aligned. Yeah, so we need to reverse over there where the tanker is. We have to take it slowly. We don't want to bump into anything. Let's open these gates. Okay, so my alignment is not too great. I'll just fix it up a bit. I mean, the alignment was quite okay, but it was too close to the wall, so... Yeah, that's much better. A better view. Let's open the trailer up and start filling. Okay, so we have a full trailer load, and there seems to be a bit left. A bit more in the pan tank. Which seems to be a lot. I was not expecting that much. Okay, so Zach said that we can check the prices over here on the web page, and the best price is, drumroll, this one. No, this one. Polygon stores. Okay, where is that? It's maybe better to tag place. Oh, the snow is starting to pile up. Okay, so the sale point is over there. I need to go down, around, and up. Is there a shorter route? Actually, there isn't. Maybe I could take this road over here. Okay, so let's get on the way. I'm not sure I've seen right, but there seems to be like 16,000 liters left. If that's true, that is quite an amount of milk, and a very welcome addition to our bank account. Okay, slowly, slowly. Let's take a left here. So there are two possible roads to go there, and I think I'm gonna choose the first one, the first turning left, just to see how that is, and later we may take a second route to see if that's any better, because sometimes, you know, the shortest route is not the quickest, because it has more sharp bends or stuff. You need to, you know, lower your speed, take the corner. Okay, we're coming up to the junction. If nothing else, we are going to be driving through an idyllic countryside. Okay. So it looks like we are on a dirt road right now. It's not a municipality used or managed road because it's not cleared of snow. Yeah, this is probably used for field access by other farmers, so maybe we won't be using this one to transport our milk to the sale point. Anyway, it was a fun thing to do. Okay. Struggle much. So looking at the amount of milk the cows have produced, I think we're going to be looking at a bigger tanker quite soon. Not sure what Zach's gonna say, but yeah, if we'll need to take 2 or 3 trips just to sell everything we have. It's not ideal, you know. Gotta be careful, there's no guardrails over here. And according to the map, we are coming to a road. Okay, let's take a left. Just hold on for a second. So we are here, we need to take the first right. Okay. So I was talking with my father the other day, and we were remembering the times when we used, you know, paper maps to navigate cities, and we were just talking how we don't do that anymore because we have everything on our phones, you know, GPS and stuff. And the other thing is that the traffic is more congested, and people are more impatient. You can't really stop and take a look at the map, you know. You just have to keep moving, and everybody's pushing you around. So regarding this, the times have changed quite a lot, which is not, you know, a bad thing per se, but it's different. It's something you notice, and it's different. Okay, so let's take a left in here. Folly down stores, that's correct. Okay, it looks like we can come here and sell a lot of different produce. But the milk is going to be accepted here. And start overloading. We sold the milk and we got paid quite a nice sum of money for that. And as you may have noticed, we also got a little bonus for the environmental score. This is a mod that we are using, and actually the better environmental score we get, the more bonus we get paid, you know. So the better we take care of the land, to not turn the soil over too much, to take care that we have just the right amount of pH level and also nitrogen level. All that combined gives us an environmental score. So we're gonna be keeping an eye on that. And make sure that our score is as high as we possibly can get it, to, you know, get the bonus. On the other hand, if you don't take good care of your land, you may get a malus, which means that you get deducted money for bad environmental score. But at the moment it seems to be going great, because we are already getting a bonus. And we haven't even sown our first crop. Okay, another full tanker. And after checking the prices, the best one is at the Valley View stores. So that's where we're gonna go now. This one is a lot closer than the other one was. So it should be a faster job. And yeah, I gotta tell you that the other route I took back was a private road that ended in a one-way street without exit. So yeah, I had quite some issues getting out of there. So the Valley View stores. Is this it? Yep, that's it. I'm afraid if we get a bigger tanker, we won't be able to pull it. It's gonna be too heavy for some of these hills, you know. Which means we're gonna have to get a bigger tractor. On the other hand, bigger tractors mean that you can use bigger attachments, implements, which means you can work over your fields faster, you can do more of them, you can have bigger fields. So it's all in this cycle of growth. Alright, so I believe we started with around 10 grand and we have 74,000 now in the bank. 25 is going to go to repay the loan, but we still get left with $50,000, which is a welcome influx of money and gives us options. Because me and Zach were talking about getting a bigger cultivator, Right now he has one with spikes, and as we were talking, the disc harrows are actually better because they do not rip the soil so much, they turn it over, you know. So one set of these rollers is pointed the one way, so the soil gets thrown to, let's say, left side, and behind that there's another row of rollers that's pointed the other way, and that throws the earth and the soil in the other direction. So it's very well aired, and it's turned over like real good, you know. It makes a really good seed bed. And let me just check something. Okay, there's a lot of manure to muck out. How are the cows looking? Regardless of straw, they have no straw anymore. Okay, so that's one thing we're gonna have to fix quite quickly, I suppose. Since it's the middle of winter, they do need warm bedding. Okay. I'm gonna hook up a front weight. I'm gonna get the cultivator out. And take it to the store so we can exchange it for a bigger one, the disc harrow, as we were talking before. It's a bit of a maze in here. Okay, we'll see you at the store when where we are going to make the exchange. And then we're gonna go back to the farm, and I probably will ask Zach for help. If he can go cultivate one of the fields while I muck out the cows and while I make bedding. So we have arrived. Now the first thing to do is to lower this implement, this cultivator, inside of the workshop where they can do an inspection, so they can give us a price for it. And let's go into the shop. So we were looking at the Horsch, this one, Joker 6 CT. It's 28,456 pounds, and we're just gonna use it standard without the spreader. Buy, yes, okay. And what we're also gonna do is pay off the loan. Special redemption, 25 grand. Okay, so this is us now. We have 33,618 pounds. We have a new disc harrow. It's quite a lot bigger. The previous cultivator was only 3 meters wide, and this one, I believe it's 5 meters wide. It folds up nicely for transportation, which is also nice. Now when we get back to the farm, I'm going to speak with Zach if he can take over for the harrowing, for cultivating one of the fields. Such a nice view. Okay, so here he is, working the field. I wonder if he forgot about the stones. Well, no matter. So the spike is not going to be useful for this. We're gonna leave it here. So we're gonna use this silage fork we were complaining about in one of the previous episodes, because it's too big. Yeah, we hadn't got around to changing that. So I wonder if it's easier if we just muck out the cows into a trailer. Should we put a trailer here? Let me just check for... yeah, no way. We're not getting through that. Okay, so plan number 2 is to open these gates. You're gonna have to come in, scoop it up, and take it out into the manure pile, which is over here, as I remember. Yeah, over here. So it's not the easiest or the most streamlined operation, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Not too high because the ceiling is low over here. And let's see how we get on. Okay, well, this manure fork is really not big enough. So I'm gonna make a quick call to Zach and ask him about exchanging, getting something new. Something bigger with more capacity. This one has, I believe, 1,700 and something liters. And we could do with something bigger. Yeah, that's a really small pile. Okay, so I'm gonna talk with him and be back with you shortly. We are back on the farm with the shiny new bucket. The width is practically the same as the previous manure fork, but the capacity is almost double. So this should be an improvement. And what we're gonna do is put the shiny new bucket straight into a muck. The life of the implements. Gotta be careful not to hurt any of our ladies. Okay, so 3,000 liters. That's almost double as it was before with the manure fork. So this should make a lot of difference, a big difference. Okay. Manure, the brown gold. It's gonna be well used in fertilizing our fields. And it's also a natural way to fertilize, so no synthetic additives and stuff, which should improve our environmental score, which should improve our payout, which is grand. Okay. So. You can hear the whistles, the turbos blowing on the John Deere. Let's scoop up those pieces, and I hope we can fit everything into this bucket. So there's a bit on that side. Okay, a small bit here, and we're done. Great. Great. As we go out, we need to close the gates. We wouldn't want any of our cattle to run away. The food is also not looking tremendously good, but it's still enough. Which means a feeding session is probably going to be in store in one of the next episodes. But yeah, taking care of the animals is usually quite repetitive. So, you know, clean the cattle, feed the cattle, bed the cattle, and rinse and repeat. Okay, let me check the cows. Yeah, they still have enough food. There's nothing to worry about. We also have quite a lot of slurry, 44,000 liters, so I think we don't have a slurry tanker. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that, but it would probably be a good idea to do something with it, to put it on fields, to put it on grass. The farmers in my region, where I come from, usually use the slurry for the grass fields and the manure for crop fields, you know. Okay, so looking at this, we only have 2 more straw bales, which is not enough. So we may be buying some in the future as we need them. Open it here and then use the bucket to scoop it into the cowshed. The amazing turning circle of a telehandler. It's such an amazing turning circle, people should be writing books about it. Jokes aside, but it is really a really good turning circle. Okay. So let's go and cut it open. Okay, the bedding is going in. Okay, some bedding is starting to show. Did we get it all? I believe we have. Unless there's something hidden inside here, but if it is, it can't be much. So we're just gonna dump this in. And done. So let me see how we're looking. The straw, we are about halfway there, and it looks like they already used 500 liters. Well, these cows really are going through straw like, I don't know, rabbits through daisies. I don't think that's a saying, but it works. Okay, so I'm gonna park this telehandler back in its place, and then I think I'll join Zach with the cultivating and just sit beside him and we can chat it up, talk about the future plans for the farm and what we're gonna do. And looking by this, Zach has made quite a lot of progress while we were dealing with the cows. So yeah, let me just jump in the tractor. Okay, so Zach went inside to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, I don't remember what he said, but yeah, I'm going to be finishing this field on my own. It's a really nice cultivated field. It looks real nice. I'm just worried about the stones, so we were talking with Zach that the other field should be de-stoned before we proceed Yeah, he said he also kind of forgot about this one, so we're just gonna have to make do with what is. And the other fields will be sorted out, so we don't have stones, because stones damage equipment, and equipment damage is not something you really want, you know. It's not something you would not even want, you know, without the really. Yeah, so this is gonna be it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun. We had quite a productive day with all the selling of the milk and buying of new pieces of equipment, new tankers, new buckets for the telehandler. But yeah, it's all in a day's work. So thanks again for watching. Hit subscribe and the bell button if you want to be notified when new episodes come out, and see you next time. Bye bye.